Da 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 dee dee. Ba 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 boo ba boo. Ba na 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 dee. I don't really need to. Well, I don't know. I don't know whether I need to wait for the people to collate or if they just have to catch this shizzle on the rizzle pizzle. You know what I'm saying? Um, check out this shizzle. The legend. The legend. Yeah, good, 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 good. So I got one person up in this pizzle. Should be able to talk with a bit of tunes behind. Um, I sure can, emo Giats. How do you pronounce that, emo Giats? Sup, bud? Hey, brother. How are you? Hey, Roblox person. I'm more of a Legos person myself. Like, I've never quite gotten into the Roblox world myself. Can I say yeah, I'm about to get to it, dude. So, emo Giats. Can I say I support my friend Jenna's side? Fucking A. I support my friend, your friend Jenna. Fuck yeah. I support all the. Whoa! Really? Damn. Snappity snap. I think I got one. I think I fucking got a video here. Uh oh. He fucking did it. She, her, it. I like it's funny because like recently I saw like I tune into those fucking center right alt right thirst traps on YouTube. I'm kind of in love with Misha Petrov and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like they brought up this like libs of TikTok where a person said I use its pronouns and mocked it. And like, can I say, as a person who doesn't identify as trans, I reckon like I know a dude, like a genuine dude who who's who goes by its pronouns, and I got so much respect for him, man. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you know, us thesaurus people, us grammar people who want to be like, well, you know, if I'm not a if I'm not a femme or masc gender, then I must be an object. So it makes sense to me. Have we got any? Okay, clap those cheeks, little bro. Matrix finally got him. Oil up or finna get dangerous. He looks like a child predator. Okay. Yeah, you're gone. That's not right. Torsten, du tänkte på mig. Nej, du tänkte på dig. Nej, du tänkte på inte. Nej, fy fan, du kan jävla på dig. Yeah. I can say hi to Lucy. Just after I time out this fucking DOS cunt. I don't know what that means. Yeah, no, that's gross. You need to fucking grow up. I need ass 203. What the fuck, man? That's gross. I don't know what. Fuck, I just harassment and bullying. Fucking dumb cunt. Okay, I think I'm up to speed with the troll hunting. No, get rid of you, you fucking DOS. You piece of shit. Fuck you, won't even name ya. I need ass 203. Disgusting. Adrian Martinez, what's up? Jesus fucking Christ. Just your daily reminder that the Lord Jesus Christ loves you all so much, regardless of who you are. Thank you, Duck Commander. Thank you, sir. Hi there. Drop in to show the support from. Oh, thank you, Jason Ghost Hunter. Hi there. Drop in to show the support from Sydney, Australia. New to your channel. Thanks, Jace. Thank you, Jason. And you know, it's funny because like sometimes there's bad people in your life with a name and you need it to be replaced with a good person with that name, you know what I mean? And maybe you're my Jason, brother. Thank you kindly. What else we got? What is Roblox? Roblox is like this game. What is Roblox? Yeah. So Dar al Akam, Jesus called non-Jews dogs. He said he only came for his Jewish people. Matthew 15. I mean, look, like I love the Bible and like I love fucking Jesus, like Jizzle, the Jizzle man. Like I'm down with him and stuff. But like at the end of the day, it's like if you're telling people that like believing in a person, believing that their wine is blood, so get drunk on his blood and he'll save your soul, it doesn't. It does. You know what I mean? Like I prefer the Old Testament. You know, like I'll just read Proverbs and that's all I need to read. You know, it's like the first slash last 30 verses of the Quran are all you need. You know, Skibbity, Ohio Phantom Tax, art by Cam. So yeah, Da Al Akam, Assalamu Alaikum. Thank you for reminding us what, you know, it's interesting, dude. Like, I'm gonna have a conversation with you if you like, because I am actually a Muslim myself. So, true that. Alhamdulillah. Ziam Frio, what the fuck? Well, what the fuck's up with you? You know, any hoodles. I'm gonna get to what my point is at 10 minutes. I smashed it for a minute, but I'm gonna move into the easy chair and talk about this Aaron Bird video. Because it's just really interesting. Because I mean, as I say, I've been complaining about not getting premium, you know what I mean? Like not good content, not old school YouTube content. And I forgot about the the video essay. You know what I mean? Like, or the, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, what we're getting now these days are just fucking AI generated um documentaries, like, just rubbish. But back in the day, you just had a person talking. Maybe they show some pictures, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, but they'd just be there talking about a subject. You know what I mean? And I guess the academic capacity of YouTube to be a learning space probably hasn't been, you know what I mean? It's like that whole thing with TikTok, how like in TikTok, in China, TikTok is like a learning space. You know what I mean? But in the in Sin City, in the West, they use it as degradation and breakdown. You know what I mean? Like, it's the perfect weapon. You know what I mean? It's both a defense and offense tool. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to go to China and see how they use TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you can throw me some GoFundMe. Find my GoFundMe. I'll go to China and do a documentary about how they use TikTok over there. You know what I mean? Zaijian, ni hao ma. So anymore, no, nobody's there. So basically, this video essay by Aaron Bird, I think it's at Aaron Bird 9377, both spelt with Y's. And basically, it was basically talking about this fourth wave feminist, fourth, I don't know, like three and a half wave feminism. um you know what I mean? Like, because, like, as far as I'm concerned, as an intersex woman who only came to the realization very recently, I've always been a feminist. I've been a feminist since the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's because I was, touched or whatever. I don't know, but like, I've always, you know what I mean? Like, I've always been, you know what I mean? Like, um until it's like, what's her name? The one with the bad teeth, the Australian one. That oh, what's her name? Clem Clem Burke, or Clem something. Clem, like a clam, not like a clementine. Well, I can't, maybe I don't, but she was fighting. Remember back in the day when it was the big gender wars? It was, it was men are from Mars, women are from Venus 2.0 kind of thing. Or no, 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 now it's men are from men are from fucking Jupiter, and women are from Uranus or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it was, but like, yeah, like, back in the day there was all of that. And basically the women won. You know what I mean? Like, for whatever reason, women came out on top with this one. You know what I mean? Like, all the issues that men were talking about 10 years ago in their lives are, you know, categorically worse. Although that said, I mean, when George Carlin said that men commit self-death 4 times the rate of women, and Isaac Butterfield, shout out to my homie, shout out to my Aussie boy, he said that just recently the statistic is 4 times the rate of women. So basically, either they're using old statistics, or that statistic hasn't changed. And the statistic that Isaac Butterfield didn't mention, of course, and this was the joke in the George Carlin bit, is that whilst 4 times of men actually commit death on themselves more than women actually try a lot more. And the Carlin joke is, of course, just another thing that men are better than at women at, you know. But it's one that Sun Wukong, uh, Konnichiwa. So Slob Goblin says, when the only proof of religion is pointing back to the book and saying it's proof, it just doesn't make sense. But what else do you have? Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, if you want proof of truth of religion, you go, well, this is the book and this is the town that it made. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I'd look at it. Like, if your book has direct legitimacy in creating, like, society that maintains, like, you know that, like, the Archon of Sarkad, what do they call him? The Assyrian Empire went for, like, continuously for what, 4 or 5 thousand years, something like that. Like, that is wild. Imagine what Assyrian culture was like after 5,000 years. And yet, was that you know what I mean? Like, they held steady, and who knows? But basically, what I wanted to say, her argument as it stands about matriarchies. Look, I have a few rebuttals to make. Firstly, I would say, it's trying to take away this meritocracy. I'm sorry, darling, but the meritocracy's gone. It's gone. It was a nice dream, but we do not live in a meritocracy, at least in Australia. Like, it's not the truth, like, at all. You have PhDs delivering fucking food for multinationals. You know what I mean? Like, and I have another joke. You have all these Indian taxi drivers, and they came over here to study computer science, and the only fucking computers they end up working on are the ones in their cars. You know what I mean? Like, this is not. You know what I mean? Like, um, how big you're. Um, It shouldn't be a competition. Any self deletes are a loss for humanity. Of course, of course. No, of course. Well, but I mean, that's the whole point. If you can convince enough people that it happened long enough ago, they can't argue. Well, see, that's why. Do you remember Slob Goblin? Like, there was a big, big, big um kickback at Graham Hancock when he did that Netflix documentary. And I love Graham Hancock. He is a courageous journalist. You know what I mean? Like, people forget he is not an archaeologist. He is not bound by the oath of the Archaeology Society. He's an archaeology journalist, and they don't like this. And it's like, because the orthodoxy is the archaeology school, and this fearless journalist is out here going, look at this, 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 look at this. um it makes the orthodox people, the status quo people, really, 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 like, they don't like you questioning the truth about the earth as it is written in the textbook. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, if we can have cultural amnesia and have complete societies absolutely wiped off the planet, um what does that mean for our potential? You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean for, like, our ability if we just all got along and just made things, you know, made life, made art, made industry, you know, bartered, shared, loved, you know? And another thing I would say is that, power corrupts absolute. Absolute power corrupts absolute. I'm not sure about that. And you say, you say that there are no examples of matriarchies in history that have been successful. Um, I've got to put you on a tip here. Look into the last 30 or 40 years of New Zealand politics, because New Zealand has had two um, female leaders in their time, whether they were, well, they were matriarchs, so they were the leaders of the country. Helen Clark, end of the day, she was, yeah, she turned New Zealand into, how you say, Aotearoa Vegas. When I got there at the tail end of her time, it was like an open brothel. Fucking, how you say? It's crazy. Fucking party pills everywhere. Fucking ganja everywhere. Fucking sluts for money everywhere. You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? Like, there are examples, like, of modern patriarchies, and then under Jacinda Ardern, I honestly don't know what to think of Jacinda Ardern. A lot of people loved her. A lot of people really, really, really didn't love her. Let's put it like that. But that said, it's like Jacinda Ardern bowed out just before that big storm. So either that was like, how you say, cloud seeding, or someone had her blessing. So I don't know. And mashallah, what happened, masha and kai inshallah, what happened in Christchurch those many years ago, whether it actually happened or not. It was a horrible thing to put on the internet, you know what I mean? And um I always said, if you watch that video of 49 innocent Muslims being slaughtered by gunmen in New Zealand, what, 4, 5, 6 years ago, you basically bought your ticket to hell. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I said. But of course, there's redemption for everyone. But I mean, if you were out there and you were watching that shit, if you saw that, if you fucking clicked on that and saw what was going on, and you didn't straight away click away, and you still feel like you didn't do the wrong thing, then you're probably on the wrong channel here, dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in karma, and I believe in redemption, and I believe that you have to build your own redemption arc. You know what I mean? Like, the blood of Christ is not enough. Like, we can be perfect if we only just keep on working at it. Jesus wasn't born perfect. It took him 33 years to reach ascension, and who even knows if he was perfect, or, like, I don't know. I don't know enough. All I know is that a lot of sin has been done in the name of Christ. Well, by people who have used his name to legitimize themselves. And there are a lot of people living with Porsches and mansions and helicopters and shit, living that life through the name of Christ. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, Jesus Christ was a motherfucking gangster. I fucking love him. He's fucking the Tupac of the fucking, But why the fuck don't we have Tupacism? Maybe we do. I don't know. Fucking Biggie Tupacism. The two prophets. The two prophets who gave their lives for us. Or I don't know. Tupac Biggieism. The new religion for the streets. Yeah. That's another video. Anyway, basically, I wanted to say there are a few things. So look, I don't know if you're up with your Suzanne Faludi and with your Betty Friedan and with your Gloria Steinem and all those kinds of things. Like basically, like you like Aaron Bird, I would definitely recommend looking into more like direct, like primary sources on second wave feminism, and kind of, like I think you will see the wheat for the chaff, or maybe it's all evil. I honestly don't know. But the simple fact is, men, whilst they can be handy and stuff, they're fucking pigs. Like, there can be some absolutely disgusting, horrible, fucking filthy men and women out there, but men are the fucking worst sometimes. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they're all fucking Peros. You know, Peros Gris or Gris Peros. You know, Peros Hund. Fucking Glis Hund. Hund Glis. I don't know. Um, but basically, so and remember Margaret Thatcher, that was a patriarchy under 10 years under Margaret Thatcher, and that society thrived. You know what I mean? Like, as much as people want to complain about how horrible it was in the 80s, man, the fucking music in the 80s was amazing. Maybe it was because art was so amazing because life was so horrible over there at the time, but they seem to have some fucking great goth nights over there during the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you had fucking Maggie T fucking dressed up Susie Sue Styles fucking getting down with the kids. Like people deride Margaret Thatcher, but anyone who grew up doing the registers in their parents' milk bar, I got respect for that. You know what I mean? Like, I think Maggie T gets derided, because of history. And again, it's this whole thing. It's like, if you're a feminist and stuff, like, why don't you remember all of them? Like, all of them. You know what I mean? Like, the other thing, Aaron Bird, I was going to say you should look into Icelandic politics and culture, because they've had a female president at least once, and Iceland and Scandinavia is patriarchal. Like, there are stories of matriarchies that just fucking run shit. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing about the Vikings was they were savage when they were out raiding, but at home they were peaceful, loving people. You know what I mean? Like, there's Russian culture where you visit people. When you visit, you always bring a gift, and gifts are the way that you build relationships, and that comes from Sverige, from Sweden. You know what I mean? Like, and that is giving gifts is like the for me, that is, that is the definition of matriarchal. You know what I mean? Like, your nana giving you the big Lego set for your birthday or Christmas or whatever. And that was what I was going to say. Basically, I'll come to my point, is that basically patriarchies work because they are actually in reality matriarchies, like real matriarchies. Because there's a saying, and I don't know people know this one these days, but it was common knowledge back in my day, almost common knowledge as the saying, if you're not a socialist before you're 20, you have no heart. If you're a socialist after you're 20, you have no head. You have no head. You have no brain. That used to be common knowledge back in the day. It's like, play around with it when you're a kid, but grow the fuck up and realize at the end of the day, it's a service economy, and that you got to get real with how the fucking chips fall. You know what I mean? Like, inform yourself on progressive politics whilst you're young, and then, broaden your mind and realize that there are more. The other thing is, it's like two sides of a story. It's like two sides of a coin. It's like this whole idea that, like, if one story is true, the other one can't be true at the same time. But it's like the Janus face, like, two things can be true at the same time, but you know what I mean? Like, but be at odds with each other. You know what I mean? Like, my family has Civil War American war hero in my family, who saved like thousands and thousands of lives. Only problem, he was a Confederate. Does that make him a bad person? Does it, he wasn't a slave owner as far as I know. He was just a good old fashioned Irish intake into Florida, who stood up for his people and saved his men. But will he ever get a statue? And would you pull it down if I put one up of him? Because he was a Confederate? And the simple thing is to say, no shade. Um, if slave life for African Americans was so horrible, then how come you have thrived and become such an amazing people, and you have a tradition of such amazing folk music and art and whatnot, and you're the most beautiful, amazing people in the world? Um, y'all got your 40 acres and a mule, yeah. In most cases, I hope you did. And as far as these shoplifters go, yeah, fucking do it. Take your 40 acres and a mule in fucking iPhones, if that's what you feel you need to do. But then fucking sell them and start a business and build something. You know what I mean? Don't just fucking bando it up and trap it out. I don't know. But basically, you know what I mean. There's this saying: behind every good man is a good woman, but behind every powerful man is a powerful slash good woman. You know what I mean? And that's what that used to be the rule. You know what I mean? Like, bad leaders didn't have good partners, and good leaders had, like, there's that line in Dazed and Confused about George Washington and Martha Washington. You know what I mean? Like, um they you know George was out doing the farming all day and come home, and Martha had his gear sorted for him when he came home. And she's, you know what I mean, like, true true patriarchies are run by people who live within matriarchies. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean to say. Which, ergo, true patriarchies are real matriarchies. You know what I mean? Like, and that is the paradox of, how you say, dialectics. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what people don't understand is, like, I came up to college in, what, 2002. So I actually studied a lot of this theory that these people or whatever who are running things are basing their theory on, like, not like having read it, but, like, they read papers that it was the second or third citation of a citation of a citation. You know what I mean? Like, because I mean, like, I remember, like, postmodern theory is fucking sexy because, like, it is like fucking language games, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you get through a Foucault and you understand what the fuck he was saying, like, I'm gonna give you a fucking maxi bond, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it took me maybe 4 or 5 hours to get through a Derrida, 10 pages of Derrida. You know what I mean? Like, this is fucking gritty shit. And I remember we back in the day we had, like, the critical theory, fucking Casanovas going, the principal integrity of the nomological synthesis derides any kind of magnetic agitation within the source fields of intellect dialectics. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. And like, they totally get poontang as well, which is a sad thing, and then end up, just in abusive, yeah, just gross. Gross, man. But at the heart of the day, we got to remember that postmodernism, whilst being used horribly now, was used, like, really, really, really well in the 90s and in the 70s. You know what I mean? Like postmodernism as an art tool is really, really, really good. Postmodernism as like a control of people. Nah, that's not what postmodernism postmodernism is an art movement. It should never be related to politics. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're coming in at 35. There's no one else talking to me's. There's no ones else talking to me's. So I'm gonna keep this just as a TV special. Thanks for watching. I don't think there's anything else I can say. Otherwise, Aaron Bird 9377, keep it up. Good stuff. I really enjoyed your content. And if you want to respond to mice, I probably got more things to say. I don't know. Let me think before I turn this off. I'll have a quick vape and think if there's anything else. Just I would say also, um, within families, like you see patriarchies. I think all good marriages that stay together are matriarchies. You know what I mean? Like also a lot of abusive marriages and couples are matriarchies, of course, as well. Um so it's like Queen Elizabeth versus Thatcher or versus Helen Clark or whatever, you know what I mean? Like I just don't know. Um and the other thing I was going to say, this is a recommendation. I don't know if I can find the book. I should be able to find it. So I can tell you um what author it was. But it's basically a book called Pythagoras's Trousers, about how basically women have been kept outside of the outside of the world of physics because of some misconception that they're not as adept to science, that scientific field. Like women are biologists or whatever, you know what I mean? And like it took aeons for Madame Curie um to be the first woman actually recognized basically as a scientist. You know what I mean? Like it's not that men are better at science and all these things. It's that it's like the science field, and even to the I don't know if it's that way in Europe and things or whatever, whether kids are even being taught science in America anymore, or they're just taught like about how their feelings are like your feelings are in inside science. You know what I mean? Which is interesting, but you know what I'm saying? No, well, nobody knows what I'm saying because nobody's watching. But I'm gonna crack this out at a commercial hour. Now that we do it, but it's called Pythagoras Trousers. And it's basically like it charts a history of women through science through the ages. You know what I mean? And how basically like there are scientific discoveries. Like there's a book by Meg Wolitzer called The Wife, about a woman who basically shadow how you say ghost writes all her husband's work. And that's been happening with science for fucking forever. You know what I mean? Like, um, proper society should work hand in hand, both man and woman, as equals. You know what I mean? Like that is going to be a true, patra matra, fucking. You know what I mean? Like cou- couple-iarchies. Like man and women running societies together hand in hand and going, well, you're good at that stuff, I'm good at this stuff, he's good at that stuff, she's good at that stuff, they're good at that stuff, it's good at that stuff. You know what I mean? Like we need to come together. I'm gonna leave it at this. And the men who hold high places must be the ones to start to mold a new reality closer to the heart. You know, we have hearts. We all have hearts. You know, we all have hearts, surely. I know some have shriveled and died in some people, but, you know, as long as your heart is beating, we have hope. You know what I mean? Like, thank you, Aaron Bird, for your work. I hope you come back at us with a good new video essay soon. All my love to my followers and supporters. Um, I'm SR. Video Fool for Love. And I'm gonna come back a bit later. And thank you for all the likes. They really, really help, of course. And thanks for the subs. Thanks, Slob Goblin. Thank you, Slob Goblin. Jason Ghost Hunter, Sun Wukong, Art by Cam, Dar Al Akam, Wassalam, Tubal Kane, Duck Commander, thank you for the message. Adrian Martinez, what's up from Scotty? All those are deleted. Gorilla Tag Boy 11. Can say hi to Lucy. Hi Lucy. Tim Tin. Do I like Friends as in Lego Friends? Hells yeah. Hells yeah. And I'm kind of getting into the show most recently as well, but I love Friends, Lego Friends. Sean Brown, what you doing? Roblox person. Tim Tin, hiya. And basically, I'm a do a double shout out in case you watch this repeat. So for Emo Gyats, both he, I guess, or she, and I support their friend genocide. So there you go. That's your commercial hour pretty much done. Go watch some MacGyver. Go watch some A-Team. May we forever keep our eyes open for the signs and know that the universe always walks with us. Thank you so much. Cheerio until next time.